Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to game number 2 of the grand finals of Good as Gold number 27. Today's date is Wednesday, May 9th. I am your caster, OrD. That's ORD. You can find me on YouTube at OrD StarCraft, Facebook at ORD.SC2, and Twitter at ORD_SC2. Shout out to Zeke for being our sponsors for this tourney, and let's bring you guys into game and say hello to our co-caster, Mr.Lefty.
Hey, thanks for having me.
No problem. Sounds like you had that cough button on for just a moment there. You doing all right, sir?
Yeah, I just had a little frog in my throat.
I see. In the upper right-hand corner of Antigua Shipyard, in the red shorts, we have our Terran player, who's currently down in this matchup. Can he win and force a decisive game number 3? Flying Penguin.
That's his problem right there. He believes he can fly.
Indeed.
And in the bottom right-hand corner of Antigua Shipyard, we see our purple Protoss for the 4th game in a row, Mr. Robogunner.
Indeed, we have been following him.
And we do note that he did the standard probe pylon on 9 and then sent the probe out to scout, and he will be scouting correct for, I believe, the 4th game in a row.
That is well done, and it actually seems like it's basically been close by air in all of these games, which is interesting because we're using the Blizzard variant.
Right, there's no force cross spawns or anything like that.
Correct, and it's supposed to be randomly generated, and yet.
Yes, we see the probe being very annoying. Flying Penguin will also scout Robogunner on first try. So gas going down for Robogunner. Doesn't look like the probe is going to pick off anything. Just going to go and steal some gold and chill it at the middle.
Indeed he is, just hanging out, saying what's up. Taking some gold, making sure that later on, when he allows Flying Penguin to take the gold, they won't have that extra, whatever, how many minerals
7.
is it? 7.
So.
Well, Mr. Lefty, it is interesting that we have a lot of good Protoss play going on right now. I will say that. I know that you enjoy discussions on balance. I like to believe that the game is as close to being balanced as it can be.
I don't disagree with you. I like to whine, but I don't think the game is imbalanced. Robogunner did find a Flying Penguin's SCV that he was trying to hide down there to keep an eye on when the fast expand was coming. We don't see that coming out anytime soon. I expect to see another gateway down and probably some more stalker harass out of Robogunner like we've seen the past game. Flying Penguin is doing a 1-Rax FE now with the double gas.
His command center in base, and his Marines, I get really uncomfortable about just sending a few Marines out by themselves like this, because when a stalker arrives, one stalker, when microed properly, can almost kill up to 4 Marines.
Well, that's true, but if you keep... I like what Flying Penguin's doing by keeping them on the ramp here. That means they get an extra shot or 2 before the stalker can actually see them, and if there is four Marines, then we normally see the stalker have to retreat. Looks like the stalker will find 1 Marine.
Indeed.
In the middle of the map here.
Take him down fairly efficiently.
And the expansion has gone down for Robogunner, so it was a 1 gateway expand for him. So both of these players planning to play a macro game, it appears.
Oh, and the stalker actually stopping short, not moving forward at all. Let's check his vision. He just knows that a Rax went up. He doesn't know anything about any gases. And our opponent has 2. He doesn't know about the command center. He doesn't know about the Marines up top. He just knows that he probably doesn't want to push up in there.
Right. I'm guessing he can figure from the fact that the Marines are on the big ramp instead of up near the base that there's an expansion of some kind behind it, whether it be in the base or actually at the minerals at this point.
That is most likely true. I do like to see out of Flying Penguin that he's got a nice spread on those Marines. Instead of keeping them in a clump, he's got some to the left and right, and hopefully he'll rearrange these 2 guys that are behind now, and so that they're in line with the others. Because a line beats a column, right, Mr. Lefty?
That is factually correct. If you follow your history, do know that a line always beats a column. As we can see down in RoboGunner's base, he's chronoing out that observer, so he's going to have full knowledge of everything that Flying Penguin is attempting to do. Standard 3-gate Robo to follow up after this expansion, and we see both Stim or it was Stim started, and it looks like he wants to start something else. He had that other tech lab selected for a second.
We're just slowly following the observer across screen right now.
Gotcha. He does have 2 stalkers out on the map. They're going to find 3 Marines, and they're going to be quite happy to eat both of them alive, I assume. Nice micro from RoboGunner, but good pullback by Flying Penguin here, making the decision to retreat.
And indeed, that observer is now in the base, and it sees that the 2 tech labs are researching. There's a 3rd racks with a reactor. It sees the 2 gases, and now it sees the expansion with almost the full saturation. It sees literally everything. Sees the SCVs being pulled and the extra bunkers going down, which is actually perhaps a bit of an overreaction out of Flying Penguin. And we see both of our opponents supply blocked at the same time again.
Right. And looks like RoboGunner wants to do a 6-gate aggression, as he just put down 3 more warp gates.
Indeed he did. We have 6 there. The robotics facility has been silent, and we have a ton of pylons coming down to get out of that supply block and to allow for some warp ins, and we don't see a forward pylon down yet anywhere, do we?
I don't see one anywhere. The only things forward I see are the RoboGunner's 2 stalkers, and Flying Penguin, I believe, is expecting some kind of pressure, as he has a number of SCVs idle right by the 2 bunkers, and he's going to have